So what's going on, people? I think you're all fine. Okay, let's start this video. Okay, in this video I'm teaching you about how do you use gzip command. So gzip command is basically used to what compress files or using algorithm, like compress files using algorithm. So let's see the what syntax of how do you use a gzip command. So this is the syntax, like this is the syntax of gzip command. Okay, let's start using gzip command. Okay, first I'll go for my important folder. Okay, so you can see there is a three files. Okay, let's use one file, gzip file1.txt. If I press enter, it will compress the single file and create a compression version of it. Oh, sorry, gzip zip grip. Okay, gzip. Okay, if I do ls, you can see there is a file called file1.txt dot gz. So if if you're using a gzip command, then the extension will end up with a gz. Okay, now I need to what extract this. How do you do that? Like, I compressed it, now I need to extract it. How do you do that? So for extracting it, we need to use -d command. So this will extract. Okay, so I can't specify this file, I need to specify this file. If I do enter, then the file will be extracted. Okay, see, when I'm compressing it, the file which I'm using, that file only will be converted to what for compression. So the original file will be converted to the compression. I don't like that. I need the separate copy of that file. I need the original file and I need the what compressed file. So that what I do, I use -k. Okay, now I'll just clear the screen. Now gzip. Okay, gzip, if I do -k, that will hold the original file and it will create the exact file again, and that will copy the original file, then it will create a compressed file. Okay, it will not use the original file. If I delete this now, I don't need to worry about the original file now. That is why we use -k. Okay, let's remove this file1.txt dot okay. Now, so what if you need to what use a compression ratio, compression level, so that you can compress it by specifying how much compression level that file need to take, and then you compress this file. So if you use -9, so it will compress in what in that particular speed or compression ratio. Let's say it as a compression ratio. It will what compress it in -9, that will be ninth ratio. Like how do you display the ratio, like by default how do you display the ratio? So let's say I need to decompress it. Let's decompress it by using k file1.txt gzip, not grep. z. I need to compress it, I guess. gzip -k file.txt, not file one dot dot txt dot gzip unchanged. What is it saying? Okay, let's do the second file. Okay, now I need to compress what a second file, that will be file2.txt, but I need to see the compression level, at what level it is compressing. If I do enter, it will show file2, not a gzip format. Okay, let's use this file only. Yeah, it is showing you need to specify a file which is compressed, not the file which is not compressed. Okay, you can't see the compression ratio. So it is saying compressed 55, uncompressed 34, ratio 20%, file.com. Okay, what do we do now? Okay, let's compress it in a compress. So if I do compress, then if I do gzip -l file 2.czip, then you can see the compressed is been increased by you can say like 7%, something like that, 7 and 15% the ratio, like yeah, 15% ratio. It is in the 15% ratio if you use -9. What if you use -1? What if you use -1 with the existing file, that will be number.txt. Now I'll check the compression ratio, that will be okay. If I check the compression ratio, it's like 44 compressed, 13 not compressed, and -13, 15.4% compressed ratio. It is showing that compressed ratio. Let's clear this up. Then gzip -k file dot, you can use gunzip also, gunzip file1.txt, that will also work. To file.txt, gunzip number.txt. Okay, now every file are extracted. Let's say what you need to like you need to force something to be compressed. Let's say we need to force something to be compressed, so we will use -f. We do -f, then the file name, so it will force to be compressed. It will be if it is not compressing, you need to force it. Okay, let's say you need to see what operation is going on, like if you are compressing anything, let's say you need to do see something. Yeah, you can see like this file 2.txt 15% compressed replaced with file 2.txt.gz. okay, you can use gunzip and file name and gunzip and to file name to extract it. Okay, now let's say you need to compress some file, but you need to keep the timestamp as it is. You don't need to change the timestamp. Let's do ls-l so that you can see the timestamp for 14 point something like that. You don't need to copy the timestamp. You don't need to, if you don't need to copy the timestamp, you need to use -n and the file name file1. So if I do ls-l, you can see the timestamp is not copied. Timestamp is not copied. Okay, let's move to the next one. You use gunzip to unzip the file. Okay, now let's say like when you are compressing the file, you don't need the file to create its own name. Okay, like if you're compressing file1.txt, it will be compressed to file1.txt.gz, but you don't need like that. You need your own name. Okay, so that gzip file1.txt, so that you need to use -c, then file1.txt, then you need to use a redirect symbol, then file compressed press ed compressed dot txt dot gz. So I don't need this file to be replaced with original file, so I'm using k. If I do enter and ls, you can see that file has been renamed as file compressed. Okay, and just remove those file. Okay, remove file compressed. Okay. Now let's say that you need to test compression integrity. Like let's say you need to check the, okay, let's say you compressed it, the file. Okay, I'm using the wrong command to do that. Okay, gzip rip I'm using. Okay, let's file1.txt. Then I need to check the test compression ratio integrity, not test compression integrity. So it should display. So it is, if I use -t, it's basically saying that you are checking the integrity of what compressed file. That is how it use. So like let's say you have a directory. Let's say you have a directory called dir1. You need to compress that directory. let's remove this file 1.txt. Let's remove this. Let's say you have a directory but you need to compress that directory. How do you do that? So you can use gzip as well, but you need to use what -r. Then you need to specify the directory. Then it will what compress the directory but not the directory. It will compress all the file which is inside the directory, but there is no files inside the directory, so it is not showing anything. Okay, so let's move to the, like, if you need to compress any files which is inside this directory, also you can use -r. That will compress the files inside this directory recursively. Okay, the next argument that I'm using is that suffix. What is mean by suffix? So when you are compressing a file, let's say you are using gzip and file2.txt, and you are compressing that file. So if you compress this file name will be file2.txt gz, something like that. I don't need that gz, I need something else, so I use suffix. Suffix is equal to dot gzip. Okay, if I press enter, if I do ls, the file extension will be changed to gzip. Okay, gzip. Okay, that is why we use a suffix. Okay, let's if you don't know how to use a gzip, you can just go to the man page and just explore all the arguments which you can use with that. Okay, apart from that, you can check the versions, and you can check the version that will be 1.1, and the people who wrote the code for gzip, you can also check that. Okay, so thank you guys, and thank you for watching. Bye.